So, these squash, they're everywhere at the moment, obviously because it's Halloween, and I think people are just going and carving them, making little sort of windowsill pumpkins ready for the day, but actually they're a very underrated vegetable, and I've used these the last few years. This sometimes sort of bring out a new one that's the new fancy one in favour. It's these at the moment, these ghost pumpkins, which are everywhere, which I don't actually think the taste of these is great, but the old digital matrix squash, like this, these are excellent, this one as well. And you can also get ones that have like, it's like a dual sort of squash thing coming out of the top. They're very nice as well. They're marketed as sweet pumpkins or sweet squash. All you need to do is cut it in half, take the seeds out and roast it, and it's delicious. But anyway, we're going to do a take on a classic today, which I'm hoping people will sort of, I don't know, bear in mind for Halloween or around this time when you can get these for like 69p in Aldi or Lidl. Yeah, we're going to make a classic, toad in the hole, only it's not. It's pumpkin in the hole. So yeah, we'll crack on with that, and maybe we might learn something. Let's get into one of these. I'm only going to use half of this one, and I'm also going to use half of the orange one. You don't need much. The pumpkins go a long way. Bloody hell, they're difficult to get into now, I'll tell you that for nothing. Right, that's open. They do smell weird once you've opened them up. I don't know what that's about, but they've got like a weird farty, pumpkin-y smell, haven't they? They don't smell very nice. But yeah, we just scrape the seeds out basically now. Into sections. Bit easier to slice, that one. That's good news. But you could plant these pumpkin seeds and grow your own pumpkins for next year. Might be a good project, might it, if you've got a farm. The next part of this, we're going to add some olive oil to a non-stick tray, an oven dish. Quite a lot in there. We're also going to be really lazy and just use some garlic puree. You can use actual garlic if you want. We also want some thyme. I've got some fresh from my garden here. It's not a lot of it though, unfortunately. I would use like double this normally. So I'm going to back it up with some fresh rosemary. And just give it a mix around. Make sure it's all equally sort of distributed about. You want black pepper and salt. Sausages in. Still in keeping with a toad in the hole, isn't it? But slightly different. These are pork and leek sausages, which will help the dish. Right, that's all done. Give them a shake for good luck. Play oven roulette. You can do this at home. Just cover the actual dial and have a guess at where it's going to be. I'm guessing around 200 degrees or gas mark 6. Basically, you want it on for 15 minutes, and you want to part cook this because then the pudding mix goes in. Right, the next part, we need to make the batter for the Yorkshire pudding that's going to go around the rest of the ingredients. So, 1 egg goes in to the pot. 2 tablespoons of flour, heaped tablespoons might I add. 1 diced onion goes in. Fresh sage goes in. Not got much of this. Again, it's the wrong time of year, but you can get it from the shops. There it is. And then you want to put some milk in. And then you just basically give it a good old mixy moo. So I think this probably, you see how it's sort of a bit runny but still thick. That's what you're wanting. Just make sure it's well combined. And now there was always a trick with Yorkshire puddings, which I was taught when I was a kid, that if you leave it to settle for a while, it improves the batter. So whilst that's cooking for the next 10 minutes in the oven, we will leave this and let it settle. Right, it's been 15 minutes. We want to just get out these and have a check. They are starting to cook. We want to whack this up full for about a minute and make sure it's really hot. And then we come back and we're going to put the batter in. Right, this should be piping hot now, so watch out. But you want to be as quick as possible to not lose any of the heat. You want to get this out, and you want to pour your mix in. Make sure it's thoroughly covered and get it in. Straight back in. Right, let's see whether we're there. Oh, we might be. We might be. Ooh, there she is. Oh, yeah. Right, well, there it is. I can't really tilt it because it's too hot. But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it and have a nice big fat slice. Out you pop. Whoopa. Well, there it is. It doesn't look very good now it's on the plate, but it looked excellent in the pan. I'm going to pour on a little bit of onion gravy. And let's dive in. So yeah, the pumpkin squash, I mean, you could take the skins off, actually, before making it, but I wanted to make it with the skins on just for the visual appeal. But yeah, don't eat those. But they should be nice and sweet, garlicky, and, you know, like a sort of nice sweet mesh taste in the middle of the actual Yorkshire pudding. So let's give them a blast. They're really good. There's something about it. It goes sort of almost slightly like a soft, but almost powdery, like sort of texture. But it's just really nice. If you've eaten butternut squash or sweet potato, then it's kind of like that. But yeah, there's definitely like sort of light pumpkin taste to it because it is pumpkin. Let's try some of the Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, Yorkshire pudding's just excellent anyway, isn't it? But yeah, it just sort of like complements the veg. Let's get a bit of sausage. Actually, the thing with Yorkshire pudding, a lot of people don't put onion and sage in it. You hugely should. It just tastes 10 times better with it. Obviously have salt in there as well. And it's just a 10 times better pudding than what you'd get normally. Try a bit of the yellow squash. A bit of the pudding. And a little bit of sausage all together. Let's give it a go like that. All of it in one. The sweet, garlicky squash, the leek sausage, which adds an onioniness to it. I mean, it's got onion going through the actual pudding. The sage and the herbs are all there, the thyme. I've put a bit of rosemary in. Yeah, it's just all there and it's coming together as one dish. The gravy ties it in. Should you make this dish? Yes. It's a 9 out of 10. It's absolutely excellent. It's worth trying. If you like Toad in the Hole, this goes like above it. It's 10 times better. I think a Toad in the Hole would probably be a 7 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10. Give it a go, and if you do give it a go, let me know, or give me a like or a subscribe. I will do more recipes if people want me to do more recipes. I was criticised for not being able to cook recently, so hopefully this will do them right up.
Halloween, Halloween, keep it clean. Cooking up a pumpkin dream. Check out that batter. It's a sage and onion matter. Total up in this scene. Pumpkin in the hole, food for your soul. Bung it in the oven with half a dozen sausages. Pumpkin in the hole, toad's not a mole. Pumpkin in the hole.